everyone. So I've been looking for synthesizers online from the old Final Fantasy games on Super Nintendo. It led me to a series of synthesizers called the Emu Proteus line. That's one right there. The Emu Proteus line synthesizers, Proteus 1, Proteus 2. Proteus 1 was used in Final Fantasy V for its drum sounds, as far as I know. The 2 I thought was used in Final Fantasy IV actually was not. So what it was used in Final Fantasy IV was for the Final Fantasy Mix / Final Fantasy IV Minimal album, where the themes, Theme of Love and Prologue, both of those arranged versions, used the wind samples and such from Proteus 2. So my hunt went on. I was basically looking for old samples that I could get so I can remake, like not really remake, but make new versions of older Final Fantasy IV style songs. Came across this one right here, which is the Sound Canvas SC88. Mathew used this for, well, I guess he used the SC55 for Final Fantasy 3 and, well, sorry, 6 if you're going by the regular numbering. Also, the harp sample used in Final Fantasy IV was recorded from the SC55 as well. But still couldn't figure out where the drum samples came from. So I was going through YouTube videos for synths back in 1988 and came across somebody demoing this synth right here, the Kurzweil K1000PX Professional Expander. It does not have the sounds that I was looking for. Actually, when I got it, I was pretty upset that it didn't have the drums or the bass, but apparently it had expander modules, which you had to actually, well, I guess they're EEPROMs that you had to install yourself, and then it would give you something called the PXA and the PXB expansion, which essentially turns this model into a K1200 Pro 1. So yeah, so I went on the eBay and I got those chips. These are the sound modules here, and these are the OS modules. Installed them. I did not have a lot of experience installing EEPROMs, so what actually ended up happening was I bent some of the pins on this module, or this chip here, sorry, and essentially when I took it out, because the unit started causing weirdness, like the unit started crashing and flickering, and it would work for maybe 2 seconds and then crash. This was in the middle of making a Zeromus remix, by the way. It turned out that this chip here had been overheating or scorched or something. The problem was that I guess maybe I bent the pins and didn't realize it. So I took it out and accidentally broke off one of the pins. That's this pin right here. So I went to downtown Victoria and the electronics store there. The gentleman suggested I get this bridge and then put the broken pin inside the bridge, then resolder the pin back to the chip. So as you can see, there's that soldering job right there in that one corner pin. So this is the moment of truth. I guess we're going to find out if it works or not. Well, I guess it turns on. I don't see any more flickering in the top right corner. Let's see if we get any sound. So, no sound. Let's try power cycling it. So it says fast strings. So obviously that's not good. Let's try this one more time. So now I get sound. Obviously, gotta do some more work, maybe resolder that pin a little bit better. But getting sound, just gonna turn up the volume a bit. As you can tell, this synthesizer is also where Final Fantasy VII got its string samples. Yeah. But that's not why I got it. I got it because I want to get the drum sounds, which... Cool. And we got the familiar hi-hat sound, closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, two sounds that Final Fantasy IV did not use. Oh, and those are the tom drums used in Final Fantasy IV, which actually Final Fantasy IV doesn't use, so I might actually end up using it for my own remix. Familiar orchestral snare. Crash cymbal. It's the full ringing crash cymbal. Tambourine. Shaker. Triangle, which Final Fantasy IV never used. I'll probably end up using it in the new Final Fantasy IV songs that I use. Interesting. So let's do a little bit of a comparison here. So I'm just going to turn on my SBC player and play this. I'm be doing this one-handed. Not the best piano player, so let's try this. Oh, kind of screwed that up, but as you can see, it kind of works. And yeah, maybe I can repair this a little bit and maybe sample the stuff I need and see if somebody else wants to get this amazing synthesizer. Till next time, bye.